Let's go! Hi everybody, I have another swatch video for you. It's been over a week since I last filmed. I was sick last week and I had a couple interviews, but I'm back to it, yay! So today I'm going to be swatching the Coastal Scents Fall Festival palette and the Winterberry palette. I think I'll just say a couple things about them before I show you the swatches. I'm really impressed with them. For a drugstore, I feel like they're not powdery and they're extremely pigmented. They're pretty easy to blend. So I'll start off with the Fall Festival palette. These are much warmer colors, and I'm going to get a lot closer and then give off the names because each hot pot that you can take out of the palette has a name on the back. They're magnetic, so that's how they stick into the palette, but the actual palette itself is magnetic as opposed to like a MAC palette, whereas the MAC palettes, they have the magnets on the back and then you just sort of stick them into the palette. It's just the opposite. e.l.f. shadows also fit into the MAC palette. This is the old one. I think the new ones have the clear plastic cases now. The Coastal Scents palettes are a lot heavier. Like, they feel like bricks to me. The weights on these are substantial compared to the MAC, which is very light. It's also very sturdy. It's a lot sturdier than the MAC palette. The MAC palette, I believe, carries, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 shadows, whereas the Fall Festival palette has 12. Yeah, let me just get up close and show you guys the swatches. Here is the Winterberry palette, a lot of berry toned shades. I want to say all these shades are frosty, whereas the Fall Festival palette has a mix between matte and shimmers and frost. So I will get on with the swatches. Here are the swatches of the entire Winterberry palette, and instead of going down and showing you each pan of the ones that I like, I thought I would just run down the names. And then the first shade here is Light Pink, and then we go to Silver Lilac, Light Plum. Light Plum is one of my favorites. And then we have White Silver. Here's White Silver, Mauve Frost, Amethyst. This is one of my favorite purple fuchsia shades. And then here we have Steel Gray, which is also a really nice smoky eye shade. Thulian Pink. Tyrian Purple. Lavender, this is a really pretty shade as well. Raisin Berry and Regalia. Here is the Fall Festival palette up close. I originally showed this palette when it was brand new, but now it's been used by me for like a month and a half now. I find that the Fall Festival palette is definitely easier to use than the Winterberry palette. It has warmer earthy tones. Here is the Fall Festival palette. Now the very first one here is really hard to see because it's a brow highlight. It's Chamois Nude. I really like this as a brow highlight, but it's just really hard to see on camera. The next shade here is Bright Copper. Really good transition shade. This one over here is Dark Golden Olive. Really nice smoky shade. And then down here, this one is Flesh Tone, so it's a little bit hard to see again. But it reminds me of MAC Arena, except a tad bit more frosty. And this one is Light Apricot. And then the next one here that is a mossy green is called Kiwi Green. And then the next one here is called Deep Cantaloupe. Regalia Purple. American Rose. Cherry Chocolate. I really like this cherry chocolate shade. Raisin Berry. New Penny, another one of my favorites, and Gunmetal. So after swatching the two palettes, I realized that both palettes have these two shades in them. They're Raisin Berry right here and Regalia Purple on this side as well. Both of them are really nice shades, and the value you get from buying these palettes over buying each hot pot separately is quite good, so I don't mind having doubles of the two of these. So there are the swatches for you guys. Now I bought my palettes at 50% off, but you can build your own by going to Coastal Scents website and going to the Make Your Own section. There are several different palettes that you can choose from, and the Winterberry and Fall Festival are the 12-piece palette. You can go to the Shadow Pots and buy individual hot pots and make your own. Those retail for $1.95 each. Now, if you were to build your own palette, if you picked out 12 shadows and bought the 12-piece, it would cost you $29.35 before tax. So I chose to actually pick up the pre-made palettes, the Fall Festival and Winterberry palettes, and those cost normally $14.95 each. Now, of course, you're not going to get the exact shades that you're looking for as if you were to customize your own, but you can still get a lot of nice shades, and if you want, you can always pick out individual hot pots and interchange them just because they are interchangeable with their magnetic back. It looks like the Fall Festival palette is actually on sale now. I hope you guys found these swatches helpful in making a decision if you are looking at Coastal Scents. See you all next time. Bye! I'm sorry